I was Tebe, Earl Sweatshirt's mentor.
I remember that.
Yeah, so Tebe was really like the first artist, probably like, I was like 15, he was 11. And like from when he was 11, that kid was just like, yo, I'm going to be the biggest rapper in the world.
Pre-Tyler.
This is pre-Tyler, yeah. This is like, he was just like a wild little kid. Like he had ADD or something. Like I never seen anybody like him yet. And at that time he was doing music. He was doing comedy. He was like at the Boys and Girls Club out on this side actually. They had a studio in it. So he would be recording there. And then like every month he had like a comedy show there. He was just a really talented kid. I remember he was like, yo, let's make a crump group. This is like right after Rise. So like Crumpin' and all that, like Mr. Tommy the Clown and all that was still popping. So he was doing his crump shit. He's like, oh, you could be this guy. I was like, bro.
You're wild.
Listen, you're about to go to a private school, like all that.
That's so funny.
I'm like, it was fun. Like I really loved him and his energy, and we stayed close after that. Like even when I went to Morehouse that year, he ended up going summer school at Morehouse. Like I was close with his mom, the whole thing up until he I remember I had his first project, Earl. He sent it to me first, probably right when it was finished. I remember listening to it. That wasn't.
Did that have French on it, where they put the drugs in a blender and like blend them up? That was there, right?
Okay, that was the first video. He sent me all that. He's like, yo, I'm about to put this out. I was like, yo, it was crazy. You killed it. Like I loved it. And then like he was gone. Like
Mom saw that video and was like, yo, like you're gone.
Within like 2 weeks of that, he was gone. And it's like it was crazy. But I ended up.
Did you stay in touch when he was gone?
We talked a little bit, but then it got to a point where like he was fully in it. Like he wasn't really reaching out to anybody, and the Odd Future shit was going crazy. So like everything was just mad.
You saw it with Earl though, just to be clear. Like you knew how talented dude was.
Yeah, all his first songs were produced by like my brother Cecil from somewhere else, and now he's an amazing producer. He works with all the artists from Burna to Neighborhood to Umi and so many things outside of that.
Yeah, I was always a fan of Cecil. Yeah.
So Cecil, all of from when
4E, correct?
Yeah, 4E. So when Earl was Sly before he was Earl Sweatshirt. That's like before he became Odd Future. He had a song called Molly Wop that was produced by Cecil. He had a song called That Ass that was produced by Cecil.
Can people listening still look these up on YouTube?
Yeah, if you look up Sly, That Ass, or Sly Molly Wop and all that, it's still out there. So
that's crazy. I think it'd be crazy to tap into like Earl pre-OF. You know what I mean? Like just see what he was up to.
He was just like, you couldn't believe he was 11 or 12 rapping like that.
Wow.
He was like really like insanely intelligent. Like you could tell that his dad was a poet and his mom was a teacher, and like he grew up like, well, he had the right kind of education.
Yeah, it's no surprise.
Tools, you know what I'm saying? To be as advanced as he was, and talking about the shit he was talking about. It was just like, he was really, really, really good and really talented.
At that, like you look at Kanye's like, upbringing, same idea.
Very similar thing. And like Tebe's stuff is deep rooted. Like his dad is from South Africa, so he has like these ties back home, and like here in America. So it's just like really next level kid in every single way. Picked him up from school one day. I'm like, yo, bring you to the studio. Brought him to the Hive. He recorded it. I think he did That Ass there. I remember I brought Odd Future and stuff to the people I was working with, and they were like, nah, this is like some devil shit. We ain't gonna get it. Like, we ain't gonna get no money.
Yo, Tyler's wild though, right? Yeah, like has Tyler been that wild?
Always.
Yeah,
I remember like Tyler.
Give me a nice Tyler story.